Speed conformer box.
Binagsak ang puso'y dako ko.
Welcome to F1 World, a journey through the sport that will offer you events based around casual or competitive play, single player or multiplayer, fun versus realism, and everything in between. As you play, you'll earn upgrades that can be equipped to your car and team in the garage, increasing your tech level and giving you the performance you need to tackle greater challenges. Along the way, you'll build up your compendium, find new ways to customise your car and character, earn trophies for your trophy cabinet, and much more. So, when you're ready, jump into the play screen and take your first steps into F1 World. This is what we call the play screen. It's basically your jumping off point for all the different ways you can play F1 World. Feel free to explore, have a good look around, and when you're ready to get your journey going, just select Series from the list and we'll go from there. Welcome to the Series screen. Each series of events has objectives that can award you items such as upgrades and resources that can be used to improve your tech level. Completing a series can unlock further series, exploring more and more of the world of Formula One.
Welcome everybody from the commentary box to this latest F1 World event. So far this season, some of our drivers have made great names for themselves, others need to improve. Can they do it today? It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. High up in the Austrian Alps, here we are at Spielberg as these drivers line up under the watchful eye of the giant steel bull. The history of this track, the legacy of Red Bull and the Red Bull Ring really need no introductions. Now, Anthony Davidson, take me back to when you first made your debut and give us some practical advice today for our F1 World debutant.
Well, yeah, I mean, Crofty, it can be an intimidating time, definitely rocking up for your first big event like that. But you've got to have faith in your own abilities and have faith in the practice that you've put in at this point. And, I would say above anything else, just go out there and enjoy it. And try to finish unscathed as well. Easier said than done when it's your first big competition. Just keep your nose clean and get through to the end. That's the best advice I can give.
now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys! Ah, what a clean win. Great stuff, mate. That is going to do your progression wonders.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. We've gone wheel to wheel, we've seen thrills and spills. Who knows what's coming next? So join us again for more F1 World action.
Nice one! You've just earned an upgrade. Upgrades can be equipped to your F1 World car and will increase your tech level. The higher your tech level, the more events you'll be able to take on, so it's important to equip upgrades whenever you can. Upgrades can be equipped in the garage, so it's worth going there now to equip your new upgrade. This icon means that this is a licensed event. Licensed events offer different experiences based on your chosen license level. Clean driving grants access to higher license levels, but incurring warnings and penalties will limit the range of licenses you can use. You can choose which license you drive under from those you have access to. Driving under higher level licenses will deliver a more authentic F1 experience. There are bonuses and benefits to driving under a higher license level, so to progress efficiently in F1 World, it's worth trying to gain a higher license.
Well, a warm welcome from the commentary box to this F1 World event. What a glorious day this could be for one. With top speeds up to 215 and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. As the drivers finish their grid preparations, looking out for the famous chicane at turns 1 and 2, they'll know it's very easy to lose control and grid position. But also, it's possible to gain it too. So, Anthony Davidson, the season is a long entity. How does your mentality change as we move through the various stages?
Well, we hear some drivers say, oh, it's all over, only after a couple of races, but the seasons are long and there's a lot of points up for grabs these days. So, you know, it's easy to look back and reflect and think, oh, I could have had X amount more points now in the bag, but you can't change that. So focus on what you can control, work with your team the best you can, and just aim for perfection from now on. You know, you can turn things around. That's the reason you're in Formula One, in this competition in the first place, is because of your previous achievements in the sport. So look back at those positive moments rather than what the negatives bring.
Speed's key here today, so we're going to need a low downforce setup, which of course means that DRS won't be as effective, but hopefully we're going to be so quick we won't even need it. DRS is now available. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys! Oh, mate, you were out there in a class of your own. That was absolutely brilliant.
Here we are then, a thoroughly deserved win in Italy after another excellent Grand Prix.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Well, it's been glory for some, less so for others. But who knows? The tables might turn next time out. Plenty more races to come this season, so join us again. It's F1 World.
It's time for you to start thinking about pledging your allegiance to a constructor and driver from F1. Let's go and make our fan zone choices now.
Are you in my zone?
Are you in my zone?
Are you in my zone? Are you in my zone? Are you in my zone?
This is where you choose your favourite F1 constructor and driver. Once you've made your choices, you'll be part of their fan zone for the remainder of the active F1 World season. Furthermore, your choices will grant you access to exclusive fan zone rooms with like-minded members and also allow you to start earning fan points to help your zones win the Fan Zone Championship.
And it's Red Bull.
Radio check.
This is the Fan Zone widget and will be your entry point to all things Fan Zone within F1 World. It'll let you know how many fan points you've earned in the current season and also show you who the previous season Fan Zone winners were. Welcome to your Fan Zone rooms. These will be your go-to locations for the duration of the active F1 World season. Let's give you a quick tour. This is your room ID, which will help you identify which room you belong to within your chosen fan zones. This area contains details about your fan zone room. You can track your room's membership growth, but also how your room is doing when it comes to earning fan points each F1 World season, and how that compares to other rooms in the same fan zone as yours. This is the activity log. It will display helpful information and important announcements for your room when shared goals from the room are available to complete, and finally, how all the members within the room are getting on their personal F1 World journeys. To see the members belonging to this room, you can select the Members option. Have a look and get acquainted. This is your room's members list. Every player in the room will be listed here. You can also see the top members who are the most dedicated when it comes to earning fan points within this particular room. Being a top member results in having your name ID up in lights within the room, but also virtual meet and greet opportunities with the Fan Zone room's VIP guest. You can highlight each member in the list. Highlighting a member will present their avatar to you, and also selecting the highlighted member will provide additional options such as comparing super licenses and directly adding them as an EA ID friend. This is where you can swap the expression label on your super license. Each new F1 World season, you will make new fan zone choices, and when you do, your super license will default back to your chosen constructor fan zone choice. This is your garage. As you play F1 World, you'll earn upgrades. Upgrades are split into car parts and team members. Team members require a contract in order to be equipped. As well as improving your tech level, upgrades also offer gameplay mods that can change how your car and team perform on track. New items you've acquired appear here. We've got some, so let's go and open them and see what you've got. When you're equipping a new team member, you need to provide them with a contract. Each contract bestows a bonus mod upon that team member and lasts for a fixed number of events. When that contract expires, all of that team member's mods will be disabled until you give them a new contract. Note that if you replace a team member or their current contract is destroyed, no matter how many events were left on it. Ranked is our competitive multiplayer arena, where players compete each week to move up through the ranked divisions. Select What are divisions for more details.
now enabled. DRS enabled. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
And it looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Final lap, push, push. Mate, I know it's a podium, but come on, you can do better than that.
Completing event objectives is a great way to earn. Events update regularly, so be sure to check back each day or each week to see what's on offer.
And welcome from the commentary box to our latest F1 World event. The prize today is victory, but that prize can only be won by one. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco, then, is not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo. And although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car. As our drivers line up on the grid then here in Monaco, they all know that track position is oh so important. It's so hard to overtake. Anthony Davidson is with me today. Imagine, Ants, that you're in a car that's faster than the opposition. Does that make you a target?
It's never too easy, is it, Crofty? I mean, the beauty is when we watch on, we see drivers make it look easy, and it's really not. So I enjoy watching a driver perform like that, but that driver behind the wheel surely isn't feeling that it's actually easy. Yes, they might have an equipment advantage, but you've always got your teammate out there to try and beat.
With this being a high downforce circuit, we're not going to have quite the same top speed we have at other tracks. The good news is though, it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. So try to make the most of it during the race and quali if you can. Continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty, be careful. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. You're going to get a bad name for yourself if you carry on like that. Let's keep it clean, come on. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty. need you to prioritise clean racing, please. There's no point pushing too hard and then getting into trouble. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. In this lap, push now. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, let's go now, come on. That stop wasn't great, we've lost some time there. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. Okay, we're going to be in big trouble with the stewards at some point if you keep this up. You've got to stay out of trouble now. going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. I know you're a racing driver and it's tempting to push hard all the time, but you've got to pick your moments more carefully. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys!
Yeah, well done on hitting the target. Maybe tone down your aggression next time.
That's it then for another nail-biting Monaco Grand Prix. We were on the edge of our seats the whole time, but they've come through to take a stunning victory.
It was a joy to watch today, honestly, because the driver was clearly able to read the conditions well on track, to use the information properly from the team, and usually come up with the right solution at the right time.
Welcome then to the podium, our top three drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. So even though it might have been a disappointing start to the season for some, there's plenty of time to rise through the rankings as we continue.
Before you get, or if you're already familiar with the F, that's it from me.
Your current team needs no introduction, of course. They're excited to be working with us. Everything's set up and ready to go. Opposite recognition is a system that the team will use to
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long.
You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff, merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you. Okay, here we are. It's contract time. The team are expecting you to improve as your career evolves. And so am I. Here, we will be setting you a contractual target with the team, so that this progress can be tracked by both parties. Here, you can view your current ratings with your overall rating, or RTG, shown at the top. This is the value that will be used to set your contract target. In order to improve this, you'll need to show your worth at each race weekend. Your current rating has been used as a starting point. Move this slider to set your target for next season. A higher target requires consistently good results at each race weekend, but you'll get more recognition when you sign. Here, you can view your recognition with the team. The higher the target you set yourself, the more recognition you will earn when you sign. More recognition equals more car development. More car development makes car go fast. You know the drill. Remember, if you fail to meet that target, you will lose this recognition bonus, so don't bite off more than you can chew. You can see some basic information on the contract, as well as the number of seasons your contract will last. After this season concludes, you may be offered longer contracts, if the team thinks you deserve one. A longer contract will give another recognition bonus when you sign. There's a few other points for us to go over, but we can leave those until you're settled. I'll leave you to finalize your terms. We're signed. We are on the Formula One grid for 2024. That sounds awesome to say. Time to go crush that target. I'll see you soon. Quickly, before we gear up for the first race this season, a couple of things. Throughout your career, you'll get a lot of important information. Keep an eye on this tab between each race to see what you've been sent. We also have a wonderful team of specialists that will be dedicating some of their time to help us this. Driver details contains all. Your specialists are a team of experts that will be working with us part-time to maximize your research and development within the team. They will offer you goals to complete each. Completing these goals will increase your. You can see selecting a specialist. Each specialist will have perks that you can also. You can see your selected goals and can view this during the weekend. This icon represents your primary spec. Welcome to your Contracts Hub. Here, you'll be able to view your current contract and all the information related. To start, in this.
Okay, mate, let's chat. In order to develop upgrades, finally, this chart shows the Here, you're going to be able to see a list of upgrades that are currently in progress. This is now split between upgrades that you started and those that your teammates started, so I know exactly who's getting the brownie points after a good weekend. You can toggle which list you want to see right here. This graph charts the performance progress of all of the teams. It allows you to view our progress versus the rest of the competition over multiple seasons. And you know me, I love a graph.